right, and welcome back. Maven here, joined by Benson, day number 1 here at the Columbus Arena for the AW Season 1 Championship. We just saw Optic pretty much dismantle Rise Nation.
It wasn't pretty. We were sat down taking some notes during that game.
Yeah, my notes. I'm Harry Potter. So my first series, I had like this long page of notes. That one I didn't have as many. They were winning in pretty dominating fashion. But the one I'd say that we've been most excited for, the one that we think has the most potential to go to a Game 5, is definitely going to be this one. Envy, with the trades that went down with Denial. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, this one I think has Game 5 written all over it. I think looking at the statistics from Season 1, there's only one thing which is kind of stands out to me, which is the search and destroys.
Okay.
On the maps, Denial should win both search and destroys.
All right, well, let's take a look at the Envy side of things. Take a look at the squad, see the players, introduce everyone to you guys, and break down the stats here as we look through this roster. First up, going to be Zuma, one of the players acquired in the trade. Young player, only 19 years old, from Cranford, New Jersey, and look at those numbers all around. Pretty much everything right now jumps out to me, especially that 29.37 respawn sling.
Oh, he's so good. And then, of course, Saints. Like, what can you say about Saints? I heard you and Matt talking about him earlier on. Hasn't really had a bad event. Every time he gets the line, he seems to step up, goes to another level. That's slaying number as well. 30.
He as impressed as I was with Zuma, I think Saints was one-upping him in pretty much every cal. And now Nameless. All right, he's been on Envy now for what, going on a year plus?
I think it was a year, about maybe a month ago, I think.
Yeah, really becoming a staple of this organization. And looking across, like the stats for all of these guys, every single KD has been positive thus far. When we take a look at Merc, the objective player, he's the one leading to those gunfights. He's the one in the CTFs overextending, trying to be a nuisance. So not going to have necessarily the slaying roles of the 3 main players.
Still one of the higher respawn efficiencies, though. If you look at all the objective players throughout Season 1, he's still up there doing his part for Envy. However, recently online, Maeve, I'm not going to lie, this Envy team hasn't impressed. They've looked a little bit shoddy, that's for sure. Hopefully now, though, with them on land, they can step up and really show us what they have, because they're going up against a Denial team who are 4-0 against Envy in the league. Yeah,
well, let's take a look at the Denial side of things as we get this loaded up for you. Replays coming in. He's going to be the objective player here. You see the numbers relatively similar to what we saw with Merc. He leads a similar role with this roster. What stands out for you here, Ben?
Again, the respawn efficiency for an objective player, pulling in a 1, that's really good to see. Also a search and destroy. Keep your eyes out for him.
All right. And Clay, finally, the AR is back in Call of Duty, and he's really made it his own. You see him with that bow, really getting the work down. 1.05 there in the respawn KD, 1.01 in S&D, and we'll switch it over to JCap.
Yeah, JCap, that 1.02 respawn KD, 26.46 slaying KD as well. Average kills per respawn. Honestly, the thing about JCap is he's playing a completely different role now than anyone has ever seen JCap play, and I think that's what you have to understand when you look at those numbers. It's Attach, who honestly I love watching in AW.
Towards the end of Ghost, I really started to fall in love with his gameplay. Right. He really started to come from that, LAN-only kid, or sorry, online-only kid, to just destroying at LANs. The last couple of events, he was putting up just ridiculous numbers. Such a young player, having such clutch plays, and he's the one for me. He's partnered with these 3 veterans.
Right.
If he goes off, if he's putting up big numbers, you gotta expect pretty consistent stuff from the other 3, and I see them really running away with this one. They have the potential to.
Talking about hardpoint solo, obviously the first games, the same maps that we've seen throughout all of the winners bracket #1 games. To be honest, this one I think is going to be extremely close. I mean, Envy with a 55% win ratio to now with 45% win ratio. For me, it just comes down to how these 2 teams are going to play. I'm looking for Clay to go kind of maybe old school. That's what we saw at the end of the season, at least, in terms of that anchoring kind of role. Rotate early, play with that AR. Is he going to use an IMR? Maybe.
Well, what's been wild looking through, we've been trying to give you kind of the results for each of these game types through Season 1. This is one of the closer ones. Pretty much.
It is, yeah.
There's like a game or 2 separating most of the 5 games. Very, very close, except for maybe the Game 5.
Game 5 is the only one which is
really stands out.
Denial's favor. I mean, that's 6-2 in S&D Riot as opposed to Envy, who are actually 6-6. So a little bit of a difference there, maybe.
All right, well, who do you feel like kicking things off with here? We'll take a look at the stat there, though. Denial versus Team Envious against their former Team Envy Season 1.
I call it. I said Clay's probably going to be using
Okay, all right, Clay
that old school kind of role that you're going to see Clay.
Let's kick it off with Clay.
All right, Clay stat.
He's so happy to have it back, a rifle in his hands.
He really is. Like, he can do that kind of old school anchoring role. You can't do it on every single map, of course. Only on a few maps that you can see it being done. And already, he's holding off 2 Envy plays. In fact, 3 plays already over there. Attach is going to be on that hard point for Denial. He's going to now push out towards that dirt road. Pretty decent start here from Denial.
Yeah, that was great. You're right. I mean, Clay didn't get a kill. He got an assist, but he was able to lock down 2 or 3 players, just keep them on that backside of ring so they couldn't force towards mid-map, and that allowed them to get the first 9 seconds or so. But here we are with replays. He's going to pick up one before he falls. Hill right now is going to be in control of it.
Yeah, Mercury's on that hard point. Clay actually swapping out his gun almost instantly, so use the IMR for 1 or 2 lives. Decided, no, not for this hard point just yet. Not seen anyone snipe on this first hill either, so far that I've been watching at least.
No, I haven't seen it in any of the games thus far. We'll see it contested right now. He does get cover. Replay is going to continue to soak up the time. You're going to see him in this role throughout the course of the game. He's going to be the one in the hill, the one getting the garbage kills, the one getting the meaningful ones as well as he's defending. And Zuma here, by the B-plant, able to get up nice. Oh, there's Zuma. Another from Zuma. Can he get... Another one was coming lower.
Yeah, he was coming low.
The COD vision at my old age tricked me there.
Oh, Maven, you're getting old, but we still love you, that's for sure. But just talking about those kills from Zuma, he just got 4 kills, breaking that early rotation that Denial actually had. And that's going to now give Envy time on the hill. So big play coming out from Zuma. Now 3 plays from Envy actually on that hardpoint. Nameless using the AK-12, seen a couple of players experiment with this.
Yeah, we saw Parasite use it for a bit earlier, had a big 3-piece in the S&D. Merc gonna fall. The 2 almost lined up there for Saints, but everyone just crumbling around him. Just a 7-point lead right now for Denial. Not much to show yet, but they're starting to pick up some kills. Starting to pick up a lead. I think he almost turned on that player, but eventually dropped.
Nameless actually killing Merc in the kill feed there. A little bit of friendly fire. But it is going to be Envy who do have the lead here in hardpoint solo. 43-28. 2 seconds in this hardpoint is going to rotate, and it's Denial who are going to try and lock it down, but a big win goes on the other side of the map. It's going to be Merc who manages to pick up Clayster. Now JCap doing everything he can to pick up that kill, but he's actually put himself in a pretty awkward position, but nice use of exo movement. Manages to stay alive here. JCap causing all sorts of problems for Envious.
But that's going to be Envy that has control of that kind of dirt back spawn on this 3rd one. They have the advantageous spawn. They're going to be able to take the kill. If Attach gets dropped as well, he actually did get picked up by Nameless, so complete control right now is going to be on the side of Envy.
Oh, Merc picking up some kills on the hard point. Second play is going to be challenging him, but he's not able to pick it up. Zuma, though, floods into the hill just to get that extra support, but player up top, JCap, again causing Envy some problems. As Merc again pushing that hard point. 22 seconds left before that hard point is going to rotate, and you can see little players there thinking about that rotation early. Nameless isn't going to be using Blaster Presser, though. He's opted for that hard-wide toughness combination.
This 2v2 here is going to be huge. This is going to be for these big original points here in the parking lot. Nameless able to get 1, gets a hit marker there. He's going to jump back out, able to pick up Attach as well. Great stuff. He sees a 3rd coming across. There's players just swarming that far side. Nameless has got to stay alive. Help is coming.
Yep, and he's doing a great job of just buying his teammates time here. And there is the support in the kill feed. Merc and Saints all picking up kills. Nameless picks up the assist on replays, and Envy pulling away a little bit here on hardpoint solo. 79-41. We said, you know, this is the hardest game to kind of predict. It's so close between the 2. Yeah. Honestly, it's just the rotations are so key.
But look at the slaying right now. Every player is going to be even or positive pretty much for the Envy side. You got Saints at 14-10, Nameless 13-8, Zuma 14-12. They're all doing really well, and they're doubling their opponent now at 89-47. But Denial does have control of the parking lot hill. There's only 20 seconds left in this one, and they'll be rotating to the 5th.
Nice plays from replays, just trying to hold on to this last 17 seconds of hardpoint time. One more play is going to be challenging. Not going to be able to pick up the kill, but JCap is there. Can he trade? No, he can't. He falls and plays the left with his back against the wall. Nameless going to pick up that scrap time on the hill. 93-62 as we go into the last hardpoint of the first rotation. As replays thinking about trying to challenge this. I think he actually saw Merc pushing towards that door. He's going to have to pull that to his teammates. His teammates pick up all the kills, and now it's just all about controlling the spawns.
All right, we'll see who gets that kind of backside ring control right now, as Replays is going to get some pressure here from the front. You see Zuma coming in. You see Zuma coming in with his partner there. He is eventually going to be able to pick up a couple kills. He's trying to Saints rotate out here towards ring. Is going to fall.
Nameless now trying to push into this hard point. Needs to win the gunfight. Does so. Second player pushing. Not going to be able to beat JCap on that one. And JCap actually picks up a 2-piece. Nicely played from him. Charging for the 3rd. Tried to drop kick. Didn't work, unfortunately. And 24 seconds left. Clay is going to need to try and get some control over this glass wall. And that's exactly what he's trying to think. With that foul, picks up the assist. And like this play from Denial, not giving up any time.
Yeah, Denial's kept it close. I thought there was a chance there for Envy to really pull away. You know, they had about a 45-50 second lead, but they've crawled back. They're only down, 19 right now. We're just about to kick it to the second rotation here. Where Envy really started to pull away was on that 3rd and 4th. Is where they really started to do things. We'll see if Denial is able to play it better on this second half.
If Denial can rotate from the 2nd hill to the 3rd hill a little bit better than they did in the first side, they can easily win this game. That's what this game is going to come down to, I think, because Envy, as you said, mate, they had a better rotation from second to third in the first rotation. So now, going into that second rotation, you're going to have Attach on the hard point from Denial, turns around, gets the assist. One more player pushing from that Zig. In fact, there's going to be 2 players there, not able to win that gunfight. Replays, though, staying alive for Denial, doing such a good job, and it's actually Denial in the lead now, mate.
Unbelievable, and you don't expect the lead change really to come in this middle hill, but they've had good control. They're able to pick up one. He's got a second on his left. He will eventually drop. Bit of a trade there. No one in control right now as everyone's trying to flood back into hill. You can see on the mini-map, everyone just diving and dashing to try and get there, get as many kills as they can, because this is one. It reminds me of almost like a, like a Yemen middle hill from Black Ops 2, just something that it's just scrap time. Get as much as you can.
I want to point out that Merc doing a great job of just trying to control that spawns. He took his time a little bit extra there, rotated down alongside, and trying to give his teams the favorable spawn. 1 second left, and everyone's going to be fighting over this second hill. Spawning everywhere is Envious right now, all the way over towards Glass Wall, so they're now going to have the early time. Now, can they hold off the first aggressive push from Envious? That's the question. Replay's going to have to try and push from up top. There's going to be players over there from Envy. One is going to be Zuma. Picks up Zuma. Second player on the hill. Teammate cleans that up. Third player. Replay's looking for the kill. Connects with one. Can he find the second? No, he can't. He's going to be one shot. Needs to reload. Melee, not going to happen. How is he still alive, Maeve?
I don't know. There's some dancing going on there. I think him and Merc chest bumped like 3 times. Nameless trying to get in. He does have it contested here. As one in front, one to his left. He is eventually going to drop. But this has been so impressive. I think Denial was down, 10 going into the second half. They ended up with a 15-point lead after that middle hill, and they're controlling this B hill as well. This is impressive stuff.
They need to push through, though. This is going to be the key, because you see Replay still spawning up top. 10 seconds left before this hard point rotates, and it's going to be Envy winning all the gunfights. They have the favorable spawn as well. So this lead Denial have built up is probably going to be disintegrated very, very quickly, unless Denial can get some control very quickly. It's going to be JCap. Can he push through quick enough? There's going to be one huge gunfight against Zuma. He wins it, and now 2 more players on the hill. Denial pushing as a team, but
look at Envy's control here. They have 2 on the bottom side hill, 1 inside right now. They have the favorable control, but there's 2 players that are going to be pushing in right now for Denial. Some big kills coming in right now. Able to pick up a 2. Attach, you are disgusting.
That's his 29th kill, looking for the 30th, connects with it. Replays on the hill, helping out Attach. He's going to try and push out. Oh my lord, how are you still alive? If he gets that nade kill, that's ridiculous. But finally, he does fall. Replay still picking up time, and this is big, big time for Denial, trying to build themselves a bit of a lead. 149 to 129. Attach again, trying to break onto that hard point, and everyone from Denial really having a good game, but so is everyone from Envy right now, Maeve.
Yeah, Envy had the good, the good back spawn, but Attach came in. He's had a couple different 2-pieces leading into this hill, really just outslaying the squad there. And look at this rotation now. It comes in very early from Denial, and they're set up great.
If Attach can pick up these kills, in fact, his teammate's going to do it for him. Attach with just 1 player coming from Zig. That's going to be Merc. Cleans up him. Zuma's going to be pushing as well, and Attach is just becoming a slaying machine right now. His 34th kill. Everyone from Denial on that rotation, but Replays actually loses the 1-on-1 on the hill. Is that going to cost him? JCap is there. He's going to jump on the hard point now with his teammate, but he's so worried about that dirt road spawn, but everyone's spawning over the other side. And
oh, there's a cord to the face as he's going to end up dropping there. Just trading going on the hill right now. What a great early rotation from Denial, but right now they may lose it. Nameless can pick up some clutch kills, and he gets turned on.
Oh, Cloyster. Nice 2-piece from him on this second to last hill. He's looking for more kills down Dirt Road. 176 to 144. The bigger the lead they can get here, the harder it's going to be for Envy on that last hill. Still possible, of course. 60 seconds left in the game, and JCap looking at picking up that scrap time. 12 seconds of it left, and you see Envy contemplating going for the challenge, but they're not going to be able to do so. All that scrap time goes to Denial.
How different were the 3rd and 4th hills between the first round of it and the second? Great job by Denial. They really locked it down there, especially on the parking lot hill. It's going to come down to this last one, and honestly, it looked mathematically impossible already. This one's been closed out by Denial.
Yeah, they did so well in that second rotation. It came down to exactly what we pointed out.
Yeah.
That rotation from 2nd to 3rd hill. They got more time than Envy, and they locked it down. It was Attach going big on that 3rd hard point. Really set Denial apart.
And last time, I think when they were rotating to that 4th one, they had that 2-2 split. When they were going out, they had it was a pretty big engagement at the parking lot. This time, it was like 4 minutes of Denial all set up around parking lot, just ready to roll.
Attach gets his 40th kill, make it 41. Unbelievable plays from this young man, as he's going to continue his rampage, made 42 kills. But look at everyone else from Denial. This is what impresses me so much about this Denial team. Replays has 37 kills, 38 kills. Clay has 37 kills, and so does JCat. every one of them going big. And think about what this means, of course, for Clayster and Jacob. Going up against that old organization. They want this win so badly.
It's all smiles. And look at that camera shot there. They are hyped up, ready to go. And like you said, every single player stepped up. There wasn't a weak point there at all. Every player in the positive. They outslayed by what, close to 15, 20 kills, I think. They led the way with. Fantastic job by Denial. Now, we thought it'd be close. We did think Denial a little bit favored in this one. If you look over the course of Season 1, a little bit stronger. But as we finish game number 1, the second is going to be Biolab S&D. But actually, before that, we are going to go down to analysis. We have Looney and Puckett.
All right, thank you, guys. I'm here with Looney. Now, Looney, we were talking throughout that game. You called it with still basically 1:30 on the clock. When did you know that Denial had that locked up?
Halfway through the top mid-hill. Clay outgunned Nameless, which spawned out Envy. And after that, it was just, I knew Denial was going to hold that hill. Envy went for a desperate last break. Tried breaking through the mid-shack, and that wasn't going to work out. So Denial kept that time, and it was mathematically impossible after that, pretty much.
Now, you made another good statement in the final minute. You said the worst Slayer on Denial is outslaying the best Slayer from Envy. Is this something you expect throughout this series, or just an off game number 1 for Envy here?
I think it's just an off game. I don't think Denial has that too much slay power over Envy, but that map, it was back and back. They just kept rotating, fighting, and then just when I got to that top hill, Denial just turned up the switch and just started outslaying Envy.
And last note there, Attach is sitting next to Clayster. You said if Clay continues to be the hype man, we can hear more on the opposite side of the arena. If Clay continues to stay this hype, you said Attach is going to feed off this. Will Attach have to even call out? Will he start calling out more? What are you expecting to see from that duo?
Attach definitely is a good communicator, but if you let him get into that zone and just call out, and you just tell him where everyone's at, he's killing them.
All right, so that is the duo to look out for. Looney called it out while we were watching that match. We'll see if they can keep it up. Denial up 1-0. Game 2 coming up after this.